Okay. How does this Ice Bluetooth 3 currently? It is July the 24th, 2026. Okay, so I did say all the way back in my prediction that pretty much around this date, I think around like July the 19th or the 20th, that Bill Clinton will go through the same astrology as the end of his trial. And so far, I haven't seen anything inside the news except for the fact that what is it James Comer, he subpoenaed Leon Black um for deposition, and he said this is like the big deposition that he's waiting on this or whatever. So yesterday on the 23rd, I think James Comer, he said that he subpoenaed the non-disclosure agreements that were, I think, signed in reference to Epstein and all of the other men inside of Epstein's circle or whatever, and the victims or whatever. So that could probably be big. I don't know. I said inside this video I'm going to sit up and go back and look at what's happened so far since November 13th, 2025, because on that day, that was when Bill Clinton went through the same astrology as the beginning of his trial. And so on the 13th of November 2025, that's when Donald Trump signed the not so clean, I think, CR bill or whatever, that um, ended the 2018 Farm Bill loophole or whatever. But also, it opened the government, and it also, and days later, I think Congress signed a bill into law titled the Epstein Transparency Act that was first created, I believe, on July the 5th, 2025. And on July the 5th, 2025, that's when Bill Clinton went through the same astrology um, as him saying that he did not have sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. So, which happened on January 26th, 1998. So, around November 13th, 2025, that's when, well, on November 19th, 2025, that's when the Epstein Transparency Act was signed into law, and it meant that all documents and references to Jeffrey Epstein should be released to the public by the DOJ, and it was supposed to be released to the public by December 19th, 2025, and yet all of the documents were not released. They said there was, I think at the time, there was 6 million documents that were still not released to the public, and later on, months later, they said it was they released, I think, 3 million more documents, and still they were still holding on to 3 million more documents. So let's see here. The next day for Bill Clinton, I think I said that on June the 13th was when Bill Clinton will go through the same astrology as his trial. And so around this date, that was the United States 250th anniversary or birthday or whatever. And there was this huge celebration. But I don't think too much news came out around that day except for maybe what's his name? Bitch McConnell or Mitch McConnell. He ended up, I guess, tripping and ended up going to the hospital around the date of July the July the 4th. No, June the 14th, 2026. So let's see here. Let me see if anything else came up around that date of June the 13th or the 14th, 2026. And pause for a second. Okay, so I'm back. So I didn't see anything in regards to the Epstein investigation or the House committee or the depositions that were going out to people who in relation to Epstein. I didn't see anything prominent in the news around June the 13th, 2026. Except for Mitch McConnell tripping and going to the hospital, and also the United States 250th anniversary, and also a terror plot in reference to the 250th anniversary celebration or whatever, in regards to Donald Trump, and yeah, and also it's Donald Trump's birthday, but also Flag Day. Let's see here, but so I said that on July the 19th or the 20th, Bill Clinton will go through the same astrology as the end of his trial. And the only thing that came up inside the news that was prominent was the fact that I think James Comer, he said that Um, a big. When did Todd Blanche have his hearings? Let me pause a second. Todd Blanche. Okay, so I'm back. So no, Todd Blanche, he has not been subpoenaed yet, even though there are a lot of Democrats. They were requesting for him to be subpoenaed and deposed in relation to his handling of the Epstein case or whatever. Anyway, now recently, Donald Trump on the 16th of July 2026, he basically declassified a lot of investigations that was going on inside of the background in reference to the election interference and election irregularities. And what it showed was that things are going on that you can't see them because they're classified, but they're going on. Just like Dan Bongino said, there are things that are going on. There are things that are happening, even though you might not think they're happening, but they're happening. Anyway, so that was a good sign that there are other things to come. However, I'm like, look, I was at that point. I was like, look, I'm ready for heads to be rolling because I'm looking at the astrology, and so let me get to that. Pretty much, so all this is past, and so far I haven't seen anything personally that's like so crazy that it's like, yeah, it's worth talking about. However, so on August the 9th, 2026, Bill Clinton, his progressed moon will make an aspect to his, I think it's a semi-sextile to his natal Uranus and his progressed Uranus. And keep in mind they conjoined on October the 11th, 2025. Okay, so this is huge because the thing about it is that so far, no planet inside of Bill Clinton's chart, his progressed moon has not aspected any malefics inside of his progressed chart. And so when your progressed moon makes an aspect to a malefic planet like Uranus or Saturn or Mars, that's when you can see something. Something happens. Whether I don't know if Cash Patel is watching me. Oops. I don't know if Cash Patel is watching me. And it's like, we're gonna mess with this guy. We're not gonna just release these Epstein files or whatever until this prediction is over with. This guy's weird and crazy. Even no, how do I say this? Even if a person wanted to avoid somebody's progressed moon, your progressed moon being aspected by your progressed moon aspecting a malefic. Oh my god, you can't avoid that. An example. Let me pause a second to pull up Donald Trump's chart. I mean, not Donald Trump's chart, but a previous event that happened inside Donald Trump's life when his progressed moon made an aspect of Uranus. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So on or around November the 5th, 2025, Donald Trump, his progressed moon made an aspect to his natal Uranus, right? Let me pause a second to make sure this is the exact aspect either to his natal or progressed. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So for Donald Trump, his progressed moon made an aspect to his it made a quincunx to his progressed Uranus, not his natal Uranus. And so that happened on November the 5th, 2025. And so what happened was Zoran Mandami, right? Zoran Mandami, Jay Jones, and some other Democrat, they won the November 5th elections. Also, I'm going by what I wrote here. Sorry. Vampire Nancy Pelosi, she announced her retirement, and there's also a fiery UPS plane crash happening around this time too. And then also, pretty much this other Donald Trump, he held an Oval Office meeting, and this man he was promoting his Trump RX situation, and a man he fell over inside of the Oval Office in front of all the cameras. So let me pause a second so I can pull it up real quick. Pause. This happened on around November 5th, 2025. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So here it is. From the Hill, I guess.
Being high value jobs. But today we. Oh, are you okay? Gordon, you okay?
Okay. So that's what happens when your progressed moon makes an aspect to your Uranus, progressed or natal. And this video was posted on November the 6th. Let's see here. It's called White House Guest Faints During Oval Office Event. Trump says man is fine. So it's on the Hill YouTube channel. So there you are. And if you go to the specific video, the event happens inside the video at timestamp 33 seconds. Go figure. The total video is 1 minute and 37 seconds. So give it a look. But that's what happens when your progressed moon makes aspect to your Uranus, natal or progressed. So that was what happened when Donald Trump's progressed moon made that aspect. So Bill Clinton, his progressed moon is going to make an aspect to his progressed and natal Uranus on the same day. That was just what happened when your progressed moon makes aspect to one of your You have two, man, just one. But his progressed moon is going to make an aspect to both, roughly at the same time. So something super shocking might happen around August the 9th, 2026. Anyway, so and that will conclude my prediction in regards to whatever goes on and whatever's going on behind the scenes. So that's the impulse for a second to reorientate myself so that I can just get back on. Well, I want to start just rambling a little bit because I've already given the astrology. I've already tried to warn people. Well, let me say it like this: one, you don't go up against Donald Trump. You just don't do it because his chart, it's just different. He was born under a fucking, what was it, a full moon eclipse? Not only that, his ascendant is conjunct a fixed star. What is it? Is it Rigel? What is it? Regulus. And so that has something to do with Saint Michael, right? I've said this before. I'm gonna repeat myself basically now. You don't go up against somebody like that unless you're blessed yourself and you have some side of your chart. Like my chart is kind of weird too. It's like, anyway, I'm born under a fixed star too, and I have a weird eclipse-like situation going on inside my chart too. It's weird. Anyway, let me reorientate myself real quick, and then I'll get back to like just trying to Well, I just rambled a little bit because I mean I've given the astrology. The only thing, the next date is going to be on August the 9th, 2026, and that's when we might see some drama, some shocking drama. Personally, I've had an experience where my progressed moon made a aspect of Uranus, and everybody gets it happens in everybody's chart every what 2.5 years, something like that. So it's not uncommon. It's just that for Bill Clinton to be going through the same astrology as the Monica Lewinsky scandal, while this huge progression is going on inside of his chart as well. I haven't seen anything like this since the O.J. Simpson trial or whatever. But anyway, I tried to warn you, but who knows? Maybe like the FBI or Cash Patel is like just like we're gonna we're gonna mess with this guy. We have all the time inside the world to I don't know, to do this Epstein stuff or whatever. Let's just wait until he says it's like let's just fuck up his prediction. Bill Clinton's progressed moon has not hit a malefic yet, so and this will be the first time that it hits a malefic. That's August the 9th. And that's the only time that his progressed moon will hit a malefic, I think, this year. On October the 1st, that's when his progressed moon make an aspect to Jupiter, which is a benefic, so something good should happen. But it's up on the same day. Hillary Clinton, her progressed moon make an aspect to her natal and progressed Saturn. So something very, very restricting should happen for her. Double restricting. And then this has been going on all the while since March the 10th, 2025 for Hillary Clinton. And for Bill Clinton, this has been going on since October the 14th, 2025. Whatever's going on with him. So has my prediction failed? No. The real shit hits the fan on August the 9th for Bill Clinton, and on October the 1st, or no, really September the 27th through October the 1st, within that period of time, within that period window period for Hillary Clinton. At this point in time, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. I don't know why. I can't even say, like, is it gonna be the Epstein situation, or is it gonna be something else? All I know is that you don't fuck with Donald Trump. It's inside of his last name, Trump. Like, I got a card here. What is it? I bought this ooh, I don't think you can even really see it. Bicycle card deck or whatever. I think it's Cinder. But the Trump card, the spade. And this card beats everything except for not the low joker. Well, the Joker. Or Jokers. So I had a dream. Sorry, Martin Luther King. I had a dream, 2 dreams really, recently. They told me to calm down because I was pissed off. I was pissed off about Donald Trump having this shocking meeting or whatever, and him saying that we're trying to interfere inside of the 2024 elections or the 2020, probably both. I don't know. I didn't look into it. I was so pissed off. I didn't care. I was like, this is the big reveal of whatever is going on behind the scenes, and it did show that things are really going on behind the scenes. But I'm like, really? We knew this already. So, my point. So I had a dream. The first dream I had this has been recent. I think it happened like 2 days ago. The first dream I had, I was well, I gotta step in just to do it like a, I don't know. So basically, usually I have dreams about being stuck inside of a classroom and not having a way to go home or a way to drive home. So this dream was weird, and this dream was weird. I wasn't in the classroom this time. I was like in out in. When I say classroom, I meant like a high school classroom, not college. So inside of this classroom that I had in the dream I had recently, I was in college, and I never had a dream about being inside of college. And I was being tested along with several other people, and so I had, like, I guess, a bully sitting right next to me, and so they drew like they drew a bad picture or whatever. Let me pause a second. Okay, so they drew a picture of somebody's of an anatomy, or a part of an anatomy, a male anatomy, and so they put it on my chair, and I was sitting up. I'm like, and so I caused a big. I shook the whole room, and so it was so bad that in this dream, Donald Trump popped up. I'm like, what the heck? And he specifically said, you just embarrassed the shit out of me. I'm like, well. And so that's how the dream ended. And so I had a second dream. And so, in this dream, let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. I don't know why I stopped it. I just took like a 20-minute break or whatever. But I did grab these. I think I said something about somebody drew a male's anatomy, like on a piece of paper, and put them in my seat. And so I'm not gonna say what they drew, but here's an example. Anyway, so I forgot I had these. I bought these a long time ago. So anyway, I guess I'll start back over. So this person who's supposed to be, I guess, a bully or whatever, they drew a picture of a male's anatomy, and put it in my seat, trying to be funny. And I just shook the room like I usually do when I'm really pissed off. And so yeah, and in the end, it was so bad that Donald Trump, he popped up, and I don't know, I don't dream about Donald Trump. I don't dream. I'm like, who dreams about Donald Trump? Who? But for some reason inside this dream, Donald Trump popped up and he said, "You just embarrassed the shit out of me." And I was like, so then I woke up. Then I had a second dream, and I was in a contest or something like that. And like I had the option to either choose to leave with $88,000 or to try to go for millions. And I'm like, $88,000, I can't do shit with that in regards to retirement. I'm like, and then I was also reminded inside this dream about this picture that let me pause a second. But in this dream, I'm back. I had to find a picture, but I said $88,000. I can't do shit with that. I said anyways, that's like 1 year's worth of pay in some places, but still. So I was reminded about this picture that I took when I first bought this tarot deck. Let me see if I can get the let me pause a second, another second. Okay, so I'm back. So nobody watches my YouTube channel, but it's up. I've originally bought this tarot deck all the way back, I believe, on October the 23rd or the 21st, 2025. And so I decided to buy some card sleeves for this tarot deck. And so I did some work in several locations because, like I said, my financial situation is just fucked because of, yeah, anyway, career problems. But anyway, so when I chose to get some card sleeves for these tarot cards, I was given a $20 bill, but it was scrunched up. I didn't really look at it. And so I get to the cash register to buy an Amazon gift card to buy these the tarot cards, whatever. And so I pull out the $20 bill, and this is what was this was the $20 bill. It had some damn witchcraft symbols on it. While I'm up trying to buy some tarot cards, I'm like, what the and so, but it's up. If you look right here, it basically says infinite money and wealth and luck. I think in witchcraft symbols or whatever. Anyway. And so in that dream, I said, I remember that for some reason I remember that picture. I said I want everything. I fuck the $88,000 or whatever. I can't do shit with that. I want millions. I said it's everything or nothing. And I woke up and I walked. I mean, I walked through a door and I woke up. Crazy. So, yeah, I forgot. I have some notes here I need to go through this, but that was a dream I had. So there was another weird situation that I was thinking about, but I can't think of it right now. So let me just pause for a second. Sorry. Okay, so now I remember. So like in that first dream, it was like I was being tested, and then also some other person was trying to set up and really fuck with me, and it's like I exploded. It's like something said I was going to be tested, and it reminded me of the tarot cards, and so current time. So all the way back on what is it, June? Let me pull the picture real quick. I should be able to pull it up quickly. This is the first one, right? So on June 19th, 2026, at 7:03 p.m., I was very, very angry that seemingly nothing happened in regards to my prediction, in regards to June the 13th, where Bill Clinton, he went through the same astrology as the beginning of his trial. I was like, nothing is happening. And so I did a tarot reading. I made a video later on titled something about the major arcana suit or whatever. But anyway, so and I referenced the devil in that the Devil Tarot card because it was the first card I pulled up. I've never pulled the Devil before. And also keep in mind, yeah, and I'm still thinking about me buying the tarot cards with the $20 bill that had a witchcraft symbol on it. Weird. And like I said, these tarot cards, it's like they're scary accurate. And then also I need to say this too. When I bought these tarot cards, I emailed the people who had the tarot card or whatever, tarot card decks or whatever. I said, is it the real tarot card deck? And pretty much they said you can tell it's the real tarot card deck if it has the blue flowers on the back. And so the people emailed me back and saying yes, it's the real tarot card deck or whatever. And so on the listing, it showed a small box instead of a big box like this. It was like a small box like yay big like this. But they sent me the big box with a book. And so this was, I think it was supposed to be like $50 maybe, I don't know. But the box was torn, like somebody had been using it or something. I don't know. Maybe it just got damaged inside of shipping or whatever. The cards were inside of a plastic laminate. So it's like maybe they weren't used, but I don't know. But when you had to go back and watch my other video titled I don't know, around October, late October when I bought the tarot cards or whatever. But anyway, my point is that so the first card I pulled inside this deck was I said that I was not going to sit up and pull the first card in the deck or whatever. I was going to sit up and just shuffle it and say universe or tarot card deck, show me something, whatever. And the first card I pulled out of this tarot card deck was the Five of Cups. And I almost bust down inside of tears because I'm like, my life is already fucked up anyway. Like, why you want to show me some more dark stuff, like dark yeah. And what it means is that your dreams, like you've taken 2 steps forward, but you always end up 3 steps, 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. You're like at a standstill, and you lose more than what you have, but you still have something, but yet still, you still lose. And so when I saw the card, I almost bust out into tears because I'm like, my life's already fucked. Like my career's already fucked. Like, why can't something good happen? Why can't something good happen? And so, and I was so distraught with these cards. I was like, you know what? I want to just put it inside of a case or whatever, and put it inside of my cabinet so that I just won't have to be around. Because every time I pull the cards out or whatever, I couldn't talk right. I kept stuttering. I couldn't talk. I couldn't speak right. And so what got me more comfortable with the cards was pretty much just trying to learn more about them and what each card meant individually. And so after I found out what each card meant individually, I looked at the cards individually myself and tried to meditate on what the cards may mean. So anyway, June the 13th, 2026, my prediction did not go as planned. And so I was very, very irritated that day. And so I waited till June the 19th, 2026 at 7 o'clock p.m. And so I did a tarot reading. I said, okay, cards, universe, what's going on? Why hasn't my prediction went like I thought it would? And so I pulled these cards right here. And let's see here. So starting from here, and this is the last card I pulled, and it was upside down. And another thing. So let me pause a second to wipe my face. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. I have some makeup on like right here, so if it rubs off, oh the fuck well. But just in case it starts looking weird or whatever, like what the fuck's on your face? I got some makeup on right here. But anyway, back to these cards or whatever. So the first card I pulled was the Devil. And so what it means is that things are not going to go according to plan if you're relying on somebody else. However, if you think about yourself, it means you're holding on to something that's not good for you and you need to change. Because the devil, you're chained to something, but it's of your own will. And so that's one thing. The second card I pulled was a Tower. Something shocking and crazy is going to happen. That's gonna shake your ego. That's gonna really destroy your ego. But is it me or is it somebody else? Because I did the tarot card reading for the situation that I'm in regards to my prediction. Like, why is nothing happening? And so the third card I pulled was the Emperor. Something with a king or something like that. Donald Trump. And so the next card I pulled was the Sun. And it means that something gets revealed. Basically based off of me meditating on it. And then so the next card I pulled was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 of Pentacles. And I guess it means that you start to see some kind of growth or whatever. And so the sixth card I pulled was the 10 of Wands. That means the decision is done. And the next card I pulled, or the seventh card I pulled, was the Page of Wands. And that means that somebody's new to an idea. And then so you're not supposed to pull the eighth card, but I do pull the eighth card just because I want to know what is hidden. What can't I see? If you know astrology, you know astrology. If you don't, you don't. But I think the eighth sign, or the sign of Scorpio, is the sign of secrets and hidden things. And so, anyway, yeah. If you know, you know. Anyway, so I pulled the Six of Cups, but it was reversed. And I was saying this earlier. I meticulously went through this tarot card deck and made sure that there are no upside down cards inside this deck. So it should have been impossible for me to pull an upside down card. And this is gonna get even more crazier in the future. And because I did a second spread like after well, I think July the 9th. I gotta look at the date, so I don't know the exact date. But anyway, so I meticulously went through this tarot card deck to make sure there's no upside down cards, and I end up pulling an upside down card, and it's the Six of Cups, and it means that you have to make do with what you have. But in this instance, I think it means that you can't make do with what you have because it's upside down. You cannot make do with what you have. So I took this reading as somebody, things not going according to plan because there's not enough. You can't make do with what you have. You can't make do with what you have, but something shocking is going to happen, and it's going to get revealed. That decision is already over with. And so this is the tarot card reading that I made, asking just the universe why did my reading on why didn't astrology for June the 13th go through? June 13th, yeah. So flash forward to July the 18th, 2026. Now I did say that on July the 19th, 2026, July the 19th or the 20th, 2026, that Bill Clinton will go through the same astrology as the end of his trial. But around this date, what made me do the tarot card reading was that Donald Trump, he came out and said that he was talking about the election interference or whatever, and I was pissed off about it. I'm like everybody knows that the elections were weird. There were irregularities or whatever. Anyway, so inside this tarot card reading, I pulled, weirdly enough, you saw the first spread I had. The first card I pulled, instead of the devil, was a tower. And keep in mind, well, let me just go back. Well, I want to show you. This is July the 18th. What time was it? The time was 8:08 p.m. Where I did the second card pull or whatever. It was July the 18th, 2026. This is like 2 days after Donald Trump said that he had this huge speech, huge shocking speech or whatever. Anyway, so I'm trying to find another card. Okay, so this is the first card reading I did on June 19th, 2026, and you see that the first two cards were the Devil and the Tower and the Emperor. in that order. So here's the next card reading that I had. And so let's see here. Starting off from, this is the first card I pulled right here. Now this card inside the middle is the 8th one. I put it there because I just so going across from boom, 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 and then this is the 8th one. And keep it. You see that it's upside down. The 8th card is another upside down card. And like I said, I meticulously went through this tarot card deck to make sure there was no upside down cards. It should have been impossible for me to pull an upside down card. Yet alone, also pull the Tower as one of the first cards. So anyway, so the first card I pulled is the Tower. It means a destruction of ego. The next card I pulled was the 9 of Pentacles, and that just means wealth, but you're alone. Massive wealth, but you're alone. The next card I pulled was the 4 of Wands, and that means that it's the beginning of your journey to embark on a new idea. The next card I pulled was the Fool, and that's just another somebody starting a new journey. The next card is the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak. I think it's like not only is your heart broken, but your friends and enemies' hearts are broken. It's all around just something just lost. And so the next card I pulled was the Magician. And that's just you getting your tools to start you getting your tools for your journey and what you're capable of. The next card I pulled was the World. And that's just the end of a cycle. And the last card I pulled was the Hanged Man. The upside down Hanged Man. Or the Hanged Man in reverse. And that means that when you're hanging upside down by your leg, foot, or whatever, that you can eventually die. So in reverse, it means that somebody gains life or regains life. So what I took from this reading on July the 18th, 2026 was that something shocking is somebody's ego is gonna get destroyed. The embracement of a new idea is gonna change or is gonna break a lot of people's hearts. But it's also gonna bring back life into an individual. And so the individual might be Donald Trump. So something shocking can happen that can break a lot of people's hearts. But the tools are there for people to or the resources are there so that they can see that, okay, you can't, it is what it is. And so the world, it's a whole new world after that. And it brings new life into this individual. Because I did the reading in regards to why did I predict Donald Trump's speech in regards to election interference. And so these are the cards again. So what I'm trying to say is that you don't go up against Donald Trump. You just don't. Because inside of his chart, he has Uranus and Rahu inside of his 10th house. He has a shocking rise to fame and status. And not only that, his resources are affected by that too. And also his natal Uranus and his resources are directly aspecting each other. And so that's why he's a billionaire, or considered a billionaire, And Donald Trump, that's how he trumps people. You don't go up against this person. And then plus he's born under a full moon eclipse. Karma. and then he's then he has Regulus on the ascendant, or the Saint Michael on the ascendant. Fate, karma, whatever. But the thing is that from me personally, I'm tired of these wars in regards to Russia, Ukraine, Iran, Israel. You get sick and tired of war and people dying for nothing. But I mean, I think what you pause a second to get the correct, because I was watching a video a while ago, maybe about like it was probably what 2022, where pretty much I think it's the people of Palestine or Gaza or Israel, like people were trying to take the people of Palestine's land or whatever. They were like, this is our land and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, so if you take their land, where are these people going to go? I think it was the people of Israel trying to take these people's land. Where are these people going to go? And so I'm not anti-Israel. I'm just anti war in general. I don't care if you're called a Jew or you're called a this or that, black, white, green, yellow, whatever, fat, skinny, whatever. People are all so all divided. I'm like, for what? To keep a few at the top and the rest of the rest of the crabs in a barrel at the bottom. I get tired of it. What do I feel about the Jews or whatever? I don't feel it. I just don't want nobody to be down, nobody to die. What do I feel about the people of Iran? Well, okay, how about in regards to the Jewish people, I don't want them killing other people of different religions. What do I feel about the people of Iran and the Muslim community or whatever? I don't want them hanging gay men or women or people that they don't like from cranes. Let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. Pretty much, I was trying to find the video of legally with a YouTuber. His name is Legally Armed America. And the video was titled with audio, "Iran's leader is gay, punishable by death." But it showed these Iranian men being hung by cranes. So if you're part of the LGBTQ community or whatever, or gay, or they will hang you by cranes. In reference to the Muslim community, I was watching Dan Bongino. I was watching Dan Bongino the other day. Let me pause a second. Let me put it up. Okay, so I was watching a Dan. Oops. I was watching a Dan Bongino video. I'll get the title in a second, but it's at timestamp 43 minutes and 44 seconds. He said that he posted on his show. He showed a tweet or an X post saying that Melissa Chaudhry, a Democratic congressional candidate in Washington's 9th district, I believe that she's Muslim. She has acknowledged that she does not publicly promote LGBTQ plus rights on her campaign website because she does not want to alienate Muslim voters. When asked why her campaign lacked references to LGBTQ plus rights, despite saying she supports them, Chaudhry replied, "Because a lot of Muslims do not feel that way, unfortunately." And she also said that she was careful about her Muslim constituents. And so here it is right here. I don't know if you can read that. And so basically, this person who wants to be a part of Congress, and the title of the video is called "Did They Know?" Episode 2559, and it was posted on You know what? Here you go. I don't have the right now. I'm just trying to talk and trying to So if you want to watch it, here it is right here. It's on Rumble. But Dan Bongino, he did a bad job by waiting this late to just talking about this. He rambled for 43 minutes and 44 seconds before he said anything that was like completely like just like that was somehow actually that was interesting or informative. Anyway, so I'm just looking at the Muslim culture and how Democrats are, and they're all about LGBTQ whatever. But it's as soon as the fad changes or whatever, you're just left out inside the cold. And so it's even worse when you done cut your or whenever you mutilated your genitals, whatever, and there's no getting it back, and you want to have children, or you want to be a part of the new or of the new fad or whatever, and you can't because you did something to yourself that was so. Anyway, I think the best way to say is that people pushing these agendas on children who aren't old enough to get a tattoo or drink or smoke, they should be put inside of jail for committing crimes against humanity or against those children's futures. Because what is going on now is just a fad. But anyway. And let me see. Let me pause a second. I was watching a video earlier today about there's these people on this gay cruise trip or whatever, and they was trying to go to Turkey, and Turkey was like, you're not going to bring your ass here. And they tried to go to Egypt, and they was like, you're not coming here either. They wouldn't. These countries would not let the boat dock in those locations because of what these people were doing. They was like, we have a lot of money. They're like, we don't care about your money. Like, take that stuff on. Talk about Turkey, Egypt, and yeah. And if you try to step outside of Gaza, anyway. So I got a screenshot of this, right? Let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. I had to put some stuff on or whatever. So I don't know if I messed up the makeup that was on here or not. So I don't know. I don't really care. But anyway, so if it's messed up or whatever, then here you go. Here's a good view. I don't care. So the video that I was watching earlier, it was released on July the 22nd, 2026. But the title of the video is called LGBTQ Cruise Gets Wake Up Call on Islamic Culture. And I think it's from Sky News. The host, James McPherson, says an LGBTQ cruise to Turkey got a lesson about the intolerance for homosexuality in an Islamic culture. Mr. McPherson said Turkish authorities refused permission for the ship to dock. They seem to genuinely believe they're oppressed in the West and are genuinely surprised that Islamic nations don't want a floating pride parade docking in their harbor. So here's the visual of the video right here. And I think it's Sky News Australia. And the video is 5 minutes and 19 seconds, if you care to watch it. But it shows just how. Anyway. So that's Islamic culture or whatever. And I'm saying, I'm just tired of the fighting. I'm tired of the LGBTQ community just trying to keep on taking more and more miles. Like, you know, it's give somebody an inch to take a mile, like that. And then you also have the women's situation, women's rights, whatever. Women have equal rights as men right now. So I just don't. Yeah, people they're still reaching for more and more stuff that's non-existent. Pretty soon, though, because I was thinking like, so what if I ran into like a lot of money, like $1 billion? Woo, like since everybody's talking about some tax to rich or whatever, and all this stuff to the rich, do this to the rich or whatever, even though they're creating jobs for people. It's like, I'm like, okay, so that means that I might as well just automate everything. If I had that much money, I don't want any kind of, I don't want, I'm the type of person who's not going to have an argument with you about something that I'm producing. So if I give you a job, yay, we're both aligned to do a certain specific thing. But if you complain about a job and you don't want a job, we're not aligned. So okay, you find something else. But how do I say this? I'm the type of person who's not gonna. I don't want any. I don't want to start something, and then that something becomes a hiccup in the future. And so that's where automation comes into play, and that's where a lot of these places, like in my opinion, Walmart and McDonald's is they're getting an automated screen selection situation, or AI, or robots, or they become more automated because people becoming more whatever. A person who has money is not gonna sit up there and try to set up an they want the least amount of risks, the least amount of risks in their investment, the least amount of problems in investment. And so for people to just, anyway, I mean, it's funny how people are screaming tax the rich, but yet they still use their iPhone. And Apple is only God knows how much money they really have and make. But how many jobs do they create for people? Facebook at one point, Twitter at one point. But anyway, but being that things have just, everybody wants to protest about something. It's like, I don't know. Everybody wants to be a I don't know, special. Even though they are special in their own way, but some people are a little bit more special in their own way. They can produce something that other people just cannot do. But point, you get tired of all this back and forth. I guess it's life though, right? So I'm just gonna sit here and ramble. I don't really care about whether my prediction comes. It's gonna. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. Something shocking is gonna happen around August 9th, 2026. Even looking at my personal chart, I'm like, I didn't see it before because I was like, I was so focused on the astrology was going on inside of Hillary Clinton's chart and Bill Clinton's chart or whatever. But I didn't even see that on the 7th of August 2026. I have some astrology going inside my chart too. I don't know if it should be good, but it's maybe it won't play out like I think it like it's not going to be terrible bad, but it's like, huh. But then looking at the founder of AstroSeek, his name is Peter Nine. For some reason he goes through bad astrology, but it's also like an ego boost for him. So it's like bad astrology, but he gets an ego boost around August the 9th as well. And then Bill Clinton's going through some terrible astrology. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. So I'm like, this one, I'm like, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. I've tried to plot. My objective was to plot the trajectory of everything that was going on inside of Bill Clinton's astrology, so that to do something, to do it before, to produce something, to produce an astrological prediction before the event has happened, just so I can say that I did that in regards to the people inside the astrological community, because nobody's done it so far. They're either too scared to do it or whatever. And so I'm like, I'm doing a block. Well, I'm not really. Well, I'm doing a block in regards to just being a famous astrologer. I'm just So I guess I'm gonna try to leave my mark like this. Yeah. I'm rambling. I'm drinking, so I'm gonna blame it on alcohol. I'm not that drunk yet. Like, oh yeah, I made some crazy posts the other day when I was still pissed off about Donald Trump's speech on the 16th of July, 2026. And so I just went off the rails. Like, this man pissed me off so damn bad that the old Ice Blue came out. Keep in mind, my vape is gone. My hemp is gone. My marijuana is gone. So I can't smoke anything anymore. So to just calm down, just a little bit, And so the weed, so Andy Witt took this black man's weed, and so I'm like, look, I just went off the rails and went back to my old ways and just to send some fucked up shit. I've said so much degenerative fucked up shit. Let me find that post real quick, and then, I'll just probably say what I said. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So what? 3 days ago? What day was that? It was on July the 21st, 2026. So for some reason I was just online on YouTube, and like a short popped up with Ariana Grande, being a castrato on a show called Saturday Night Live. I can't talk right anymore. But anyway, so this is her. I'm sorry, this girl. I love her expressions. I wouldn't. I mean, I wouldn't want to meet her in person because I love her so much. I want her to always be like ethereal, like a dream. I love her. Like, she's like my long distance like friend. But anyway, like just watching her mannerisms and her expressions or whatever. It's awesome. Ariana Grande. And so she played this castrato inside this video. I forgot the name of this video, but anyway. So I said Democrat Heaven, summed up in roughly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. The new America. I really just don't give a shit anymore as a Trump's shocking speech. Results where? And so the video's called Voice of an Angel. I think it's a short. But I think you can also just type into YouTube and like type in castrato and Saturday Night Live. And you might be able to find it. Anyway, but so it's these people just talking about basically chopping off a dude's nuts so that he can maintain his high voice. My nuts is still here. That's was that whistle or was that falsetto? Like ha 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 ha. Okay, so I guess that's falsetto. Ha ha ha. And I guess this is whistle. Okay, anyway. Nuts is still here. But anyway, I've been drinking. Yeah, sorry about that. But and that probably wasn't even whistle. That was probably just me just fucking up, just fucking around. Anyway, but her facial expressions killed me. I'm sorry. But so I'm basically saying like to retain, for these Democrats to retain power or whatever. They don't care if a little kid's nuts gets chopped off or whatever. A little boy's nuts just gets chopped off, or a little girl's genitals gets mutilated. As long as they keep power. Ayanna Presley. And her stance on gender affirming care. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me pause for a second. So the video is called "Protect Trans Kids and Gender Affirming Healthcare." And this is on her official on Ayanna Presley's official YouTube channel or whatever. So here you are. And the date that this was posted, just so you can find it more no, we're not doing that. Stop. Pause. Okay, I guess YouTube is trying to sabotage me, or maybe the CIA or the FBI is trying to sabotage me. Maybe not. I'm just crazy. But anyway, so the video is posted on December 27th, 2025. Here you go. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm too drunk to give a shit in the morning. But anyway, so what's my point? I'm still recording. Wow. How much time has passed? It's 1 hour. Let me pause for a second to get back to my point because I have deviated. Maybe I deviated, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rambling at this point because I've already given the astrology so long ago. But pause. Okay, so I'm back. Actually, no, I'm not back. Pause for a second. Okay, so I was going on my tweets. I had to go back to my notes and like try to figure out was there another um it wasn't a porno. I clicked some stuff and I was scared I might hit a video that was not supposed to come up, and it was not a porno. But anyway, that was the video with the so the second tweet, the second message I posted on True Social was when I was pissed off about Donald Trump's speech, his shocking speech. Was that this is posted on what, July the 21st, 2026. So I was drunk this day, and I'm drunk now, so this is like bad already. But anyway, so I said China to America. Maybe U.S. men should start learning fellatio as a future currency, or maybe leaders should start making some shit happen like sound. I can't say that. Anyway, so this is a picture of some Chinese man doing behind this other man that doing some making some weird physical gestures with his body. So figure that out if you can. So I said a lot of fucked up shit. So in the next True Social post I made was it said fellatio tips for the future of U.S. men because our current leaders suck. Shocking speech, not really. Not gonna say the rest of that. And so the video I posted a video here, and it's titled "Oral Sex Tips from a Gay Porn Star, Josh Brady." Ooh. I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything. I didn't learn anything. But it said new. Anyway. And then so I think I ended this night with me being drunk, with two middle fingers and a devil face, and saying with a posting a video from White Chicks, the White Chicks dildo scene or whatever. You can go to YouTube and watch it if you want to. But anyway, I've said so much fucked up shit online after getting fired from my career, my career hopeful job, that I'm like, yeah, a mellow free to my ass. Let me just stretch a little bit. Whoa. Anyway. Anyway, so and keep in mind that it was not my fault that this situation happened at that location or whatever. It was somebody that wanted my job and wanted it by any means necessary, so they filed a false sexual harassment claim on me, which I found out later on, after I was unable to sue. Well, I was able to sue, but I needed the resources to sue, which I didn't have. So anyway, got the schedule, the screenshots, the emails, the text messages, and everything. And like, yeah, the lawyer there was like, yeah, we can't, you get to pursue this. We're gonna need the money up front because we were in the middle of the Me Too movement or whatever. Hillary Clinton. Anyway, what was my objective? So those were the degenerative posts and tweets that I made after Donald Trump made his shocking speech, but that was like days later when I was like drunk as shit and I was pissed off. And that was what, July? So I was kind of pissed off about my prediction seemingly not going according to my plan. But keep in mind, this is astrology. The astrology is always right. it's just the astrologer that can be off a little bit. And like I said, these previous events on November 13th, June the 13th, right? And July the 20th and July the 19th and the 20th. Those weren't malefics. They were been hit. That was just a pattern of in regards to the astrology. When your progressed moon hits a malefic, that's when you see. That's when some shit could go down. Whether it's as bad as it could be, we will see. But we will see. That's just that. That's the next. So, and again, the next time that for Bill Clinton, the first time out of all this time where Bill Clinton's progressed moon makes an aspect to a malefic or Uranus, and both Uranus, his progressed Uranus and his natal Uranus, is going to be on August the 9th, 2026. So, and if there's like some FBI agent or some CIA agent or whatever that's just like, we're going to fuck with this guy, and maybe the dream I had was them probably being a bully trying to be like, you know what, we're gonna mess with this guy. Try to fuck this up. Try to fuck this up. I've tried to avoid this astrology in my personal life because it happened. It happens every 2.5 years, but sometimes it's stronger than normal. And apparently this time it was just stronger than normal. I felt it. I saw it around this date. I think it was like sometime in 2022 or whatever. I thought someone was going to come into my house and break inside of my house. And so I had my rifle on my bed and my pistol on my bed. And hell, I had my Buck 119 on me too. Like I was was waiting for a bitch to pop up in my house, and I was gonna fuck my like Ghostface. A psychopath Ghostface. You want to break inside of my house? Okay. You want to come and try to stalk me? Okay. Anyway, so this night, the dogs started going crazy. I knew that something was going to happen. I thought someone was going to break inside of my house or somebody was going to try to steal something. And so what happened was some dogs that aren't even supposed to be here, they attacked a family pet or family dog and ripped this dog open. And I'm like, it was like the dog like a damn steak. And so I had to step and wake and like deal with that at that point in time, and then wake up to even a more gruesome, crazy scene. The dog survived, but I had to go through a lot during that period of time, and that was the reason why that dog ended up staying inside the house with me. More shit happened, but it was a gruesome tale. It's a gruesome tale. I think the only other time that I don't know if it was Uranus or not, but the only other time that something more shocking happened than that was the fact that I woke up one morning and heard the dogs just chasing after something and like barking and attacking something. I was like, what the hell is going on now? And apparently this deer, I don't know if it got hit by a car or a truck or if somebody shot it with a damn fucking a 50 cal. All I know is that this deer was running around with 3 legs because its fucking guts were blown out. Like, and it was missing a leg. Oh no, the leg was hanging off and its insides were just hanging out. It was like it was we call it is it discombobulated? Let me pause for a second. Okay, so I'm back. So I guess the correct word is disemboweled, whatever. I don't know if it got hit by a car or whatever. I don't know what the hell happened to this damn deer. But it popped up. The dogs were chasing after it, and they kept on attacking it. There was no way that this deer could survive. And so with the pistol, because I was shocked at the point in time, and it's on hunting land already anyway. But I'm like, what the fuck happened? But anyway, so I think it was like 65 yards out. I had to shoot it dead center side of the head with the pistol, ballpoint ammo, and it fell. And then I had to step and drag this damn deer like deep inside of the woods so the dogs wouldn't if they were gonna attack it, they weren't. If they were gonna chew into it or whatever. They yeah. So I had to like what like drag this damn deer like a good like mile out or maybe half a mile. No, it was like a mile to the far back so you wouldn't smell it. So there was the other crazy shocking event. So Uranus is not uh your progressed moon making an aspect to uh Uranus. It's not a good it's not a it happens every 2.5 years, but sometimes it's like it's worse than sometimes it's like worse than other times. But if it's like conjunct Jupiter or Venus or whatever, it might be good. Like you might have like a mind blowing orgasm or whatever with your with your enemy, your frenemy. Like anyway, you might get drunk and like just yeah, it's shocking. Like and then somehow y'all might get married like days later. Stop. I'm drunk. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna ramble here and I'm gonna yeah. But yeah, I got to deal with my was it my 43X or my 17 my Glock 17. I got up the Glock 17. It's like what six? It was either 65 yards out or about because I think I counted either 100 yards out, but it was a hit shot because there was no way I was like I don't want the deer was already suffering as is like its guts were hanging out. The dogs were chasing after him. They was fucking trying to bite his leg, and then anyway. Oh yeah, and then and see, I found out that like a spiritual situation with that too, because during that period of time, I was like asking God like, why the fuck did you let this happen to me? Why am I seeing this? Why couldn't somebody else see this shit? Where this fucking deer is like just basically dead, and there's no way for it to survive. Zero. I already said the guts were hanging out, but still, just I'm not like why did you let me see this? Why do I have to deal with this? But anyway, so it's like days after I shot deer inside the head or whatever. Another relative, it was an uncle. He passed away due to a brain aneurysm. Like I think like 4 days later. So it's crazy shit. Nothing's ever really simple inside my life. It's always some fucked up crazy shit. Anyway. I was going through my notes, right? And I was going through oh, so I was going through I was trying to say like all the fucked up shit that I've said online. Some of it. So like I said, when this girl filed this false sexual harassment claim on me, trying to take my job or trying to sup and just do whatever. After I lost my career, I was like, you know, fuck, I want to say it. Whatever, the first thing that comes to my fucking mind, I'm just gonna say it. It was some degenerative fucked up shit. It's some degenerative fucked up shit. I was literally like a fucking walking tornado. A walking tornado until like until Donald Trump's election. The 2024 yeah. And that's the around that time. That's when I first not for it wasn't the first time that I tried weed or marijuana or whatever, but it was the first time that I got high from weed. Well, that I felt high from and knowingly high from marijuana from a legal vape. Illegal, legal, not illegal, but legal vape. And so my point. It calmed me down a lot. It calmed me down a lot. Because I used to say some fucked up shit. Because I was already like I was angry, mad, and like everything around me was just stupid. Like I'm like I like I was on a website, and these dudes were talking about some no fat November or whatever, and they weren't gonna just jack off or whatever. I'm like, look, I said, why you talking about something like no fat November or whatever? I said the girl that you could be trying to court or talk to or whatever, they're gonna be sitting there lonely, and if you're not with her, you're either your boss is gonna be with her or somebody your enemy's gonna be with her or whatever. And then also no fap, you're gonna wake up inside of a puddle of your juice. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out of you either one way or another. And I said it way worse than that. That's the best way I can say it without sounding vulgar, because I'm like, after the weed and the mushrooms, it gave me a little sense of like empathy, or like I have to be not be careful what I say, but like I have to be cognizant of what I say, because I can destroy a person. And I had a friend. She told me, she said, she didn't say that I was a monster, but she said I would. She said like this. She said, you know what? I considered taking you shopping with me. But she's like, bitch, I won't take bitch, I want to take you shopping for socks. She said that. Well, I already know I have the filter of an 8-year-old, and like the mental gymnastics of like a 50-year-old. And like, I'm not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat shit like at all. I'll try, if I had to sugarcoat, I have to shut the fuck up. I'm like, look, don't ask me no questions. Don't ask no questions, because you don't want the answer. You don't want my version of the answer. And I'm a problem solver. I'm not a filler. I'm not gonna sit up here and hug you all damn day and this and that and that and that. I'm like, okay, so your dog died. Okay, well, you want to go to the vet and like. I was in line one time. And me and his friend. She I she, anyway, we was having this conversation. I was texting her. And so I was like, I think at Winn Dixie. And so I saw this other girl. She was walking around, and I'm like, she had like tracks inside of her hair, but it was like off a little bit or whatever. You can see the track. I'm like, and so I texted her. I was like, so you can see the track and all this stuff. I said, so I was like, so how do you tell somebody that the fucking the ocean is like Moses is part of the black waves like that? I'm like, I said something crazy, and I'm genuinely being like, I'm genuine. I'm like, she's like, are you still alive? Because she know that I'll probably say it out loud without. Like, Moses is part of the black sea inside your fucking head, and it's not. It's uneven. Anyway, I probably sound stupid as hell. I probably said it more in a more fucked up way than that. But so she texted me. She said, are you alive?" Because I'll probably just say some stuff. I didn't say it. She was like, she said that she does not understand how I'm still alive after all these years. In so many words. I'm like, so how do you tell a person that their track is like messed up? She's like, you don't, you just shut the fuck up, and you just look the other way. But what if you're just trying to help me? Like no, she does not need help. She's fine. Leave her alone. Tell her she looks beautiful and sexy. She said that she would, but that friend, she said that she would never, ever take me shopping and ask me for advice. She said she wouldn't even take me shopping for socks. This probably sounds stupid as shit. I don't even know. And I'm being genuine. I'm like, she thinks I'm like, I'm trolling. I'm like, I'm not. I'm like, I guess being like by yourself and like just like anyway. What's the word? Is the proper etiquette of like saying things or just being whatever? She's like, how are you still alive? Anyway, how much time's passed? 1 hour and 20 minutes. You know, I'm just gonna. I want to shoot the shit. I don't really give a shit. Like I said, August 9th. Um, yeah, it should be a shocking day for maybe everybody, but specifically Bill Clinton. It's inside of his chart. But I mean, when you saw that man kill over in front of Donald Trump, like I think that was shocking for everybody. And then also the fiery UPS plane crash or whatever, that was shocking for a lot of people. I think some people died or whatever. What else happened? Oh yeah, Zoran Mandami, who's still a problem now for Donald Trump. He's still in power. Anyway, so you can pause a second. I have to piss. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so I'm back. So on Astroseek, so on that website or Astroseek, I've said so much fucked up shit. It's crazy. But I was a literal tornado. I was, yeah. And keep in mind, I didn't say anything. I didn't make any crazy comments until after the incident with that crazy, got notification, crazy girl from that location that I worked at or whatever, who filed a false harassment claim on me or whatever. I'm like, bitch, I don't want. As a matter of fact, at the time, I was trying to get back with my. Well, I was with my ex, and like that was like the nail inside of the coffin because we were anyway. Which brings me um back to what Dan Bongino. So I think inside of another video by Dan Bongino, whatever. He started his video off by. Let me pause a second. Had a burp. Anyway, this Dan Bongino, he starts his video talking about he uh was hanging out with a Navy SEAL and what two dentists and a lawyer or whatever. And so there was a shooting shit or whatever. The only reason why I watched Dan Bongino is because he is probably the only person that's extremely close to the source of what's going on with the FBI. And that guy, he must have been trained. Well, definitely he's like what 50 something. So he's definitely trained himself to not uh divulge enough for you to information for you to get anything out of whatever he says, whatever, until it's the proper time. Let me pause a second. Okay, I don't know where I stopped at. I think I was saying something about damage, you know. Pause. Oh, so I'm back. Had a burp. I think I was saying something about damage, you know, whatever. The only reason why I watch him is because he was so close to the source of what was going on in regards to everything that what my prediction. Yeah. So I think he made this comment saying that he was hanging out at somebody's house with a Navy SEAL, two dentists, and a lawyer, and they was just shooting the shit. I'm like, I'm just imagining the atmosphere. Like one of my bosses was a Marine. Apparently he what I learned is that if we're not fucking, I, I really don't give a shit about whatever is going on inside of your life or whatever the fuck is going on. If we're not family or we're not fucking, then I just don't give a shit. I don't try. I'm not. There's some people that try to have like this high school or rehab this high school experience that they missed out on. Anyway, my point. So I mean, what is like a Navy SEAL, a dentist, two dentists, and a lawyer? You're gonna kidnap and interrogate somebody, rip their teeth out. Ooh. I'm not saying it's not scary. I'm just saying it's interesting. So that my Marine boss or whatever, apparently he had trouble with women or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that I saw him like looking at dudes with muscular bodies, and I guess he wanted to work out and be as muscular as them, or maybe he. Anyway, my point. So this guy, whenever a customer will do something like slightly not according to his plan, he would smile inside his face and get them out the door, and then he would just go crazy inside the back room, and like there's a dent inside the refrigerator because he punched a refrigerator, I think, right? Also, I think there's one day he came to work with his arm inside of a cast. Um. Anyway, so this dude he was just you would think that like what the scrawny old me would be like scared of him. I'm like I every day that I saw this damn dude, I was like devising a way. I can see that. Anyway, this dude, he was so insecure that I'm like, let me just move on. Let me pause. Let me pause. Okay, so I'm back. I had to go do some stuff, whatever. Like I said, there's makeup on right here, so if you see it, see the fuck up or whatever, you see it. If you don't, you know fucking well. I'm trying to hide a black spot right here until it like fully heals, whatever. So that Marine boss, going from makeup, oh yeah, let me do this too. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyway, this boss. So I don't think I can show a gun inside this video. This boss, he was the reason why I bought my first gun. For my first gun was a Glock 26, right? Yeah, I bought a Glock 26 and the two 30 round magazines just to assist. Anyway, because I was like maybe I can conceal my 26 on me, but it was like too big to conceal, so I ended up buying a Colt Mustang Pocket Light. Right? Yeah. But the thing about it is that when it started rusting into it jammed on me. It was a 380, and so this guy was just what's the word? It's like he wanted some kind of action and he couldn't get it, and so he was trying to he would always try to force a confrontation or a situation. And I'm me being me. I'm at the point where I'm like, look, if you put your hands on me, if you do anything to me, it may not be today, but it may be tomorrow. I'm gonna traumatize whatever investigator, whatever police officer, whatever. I'm gonna traumatize them in regards to what they're gonna discover in regards to what I do to you. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with nobody. I'm my business. I try to step and do the best I can do. I pray when I can. I do the best I can. But if you put your hands on me, if you try some damn stupid shit, and I'm doing my best for you, my best to you. Anyway, because it's not even worth talking about because it's like Yeah, it's over with. Anyway, so it's bad when you don't hate a person. It's just that they were, you see them first, you see them as an issue, and they keep on going on. Then they become a problem, and then you got to solve it. That's just that. Anyway, well, in the end though, that boss for some maybe God knew, maybe God knew, but that he got transferred, and his boss got transferred too. Which brings me to another point I was trying to make. My chart, astrology, looking at astrology, it's weird. It's just like Donald Trump's. Um, Donald Trump, he shockingly rises to the top in regards to he's rising to the top. In my chart, there's like some, you have to let go of some things in my chart and let the universe, God, whatever, do its work. Because, yeah, what are we? How much alcohol? Oh God, I got a lot more alcohol left. I am fucked right now. And I need to shut. I need to be shutting the hell up now because I don't know what the fuck I've said so far. Anyway, this isn't illegal. I hope. Catch your cash. I love you, Cashy Cash. Don't lock me up or whatever. Oh yeah, I do need to say this though. Pretty much August what? August 9th? Well, really August 7th because it's showing my chart inside on August 7th, 26th. Like if some shit goes down, I'm like, it's not me. It's the astrology. Like if you want to fucking lock my ass up, oh well. But I'm like, I'm just really trying to sit up and make my mark. Make my mark in regards to the astrology. In regards to the astrological community. Because keep in mind that every other astrologer is like, oh my God, Trump is a fascist. He's a uh whatever, Epstein, this, that. I don't, bad, orange man bad. I don't give it. Like it's so racist. This, that. There is so much felon. That's what I was reading an article earlier. Donald Trump, he can't own a gun because he's now a felon. And I'm like, what you put this man through? I'm like, nobody else could survive except for him. So imagine the script being flipped on you. Donald Trump was right. He said he made a speech before he mentioned some man. He said if somebody else went through my tax returns, I couldn't survive like you did. I couldn't go through the shit you went through and come out the other side. Like there must not really be anything really bad about you. Like what the? There is something special about Donald Trump. You should have let this fucking man alone. Anyway, I mean, what was that? What was that? Oh, can't do that. What was the thing? Sometimes God allows things to happen. Anyway, I'm not saying I'm perfect. Look, I'm doing astrology. I got tarot cards right here and all this other shit. I'm like, sometimes you have to recognize that there are some bitches you don't want to fuck with. I'm fucked in the head. I'm like, look, that boss I was referencing a few minutes ago, maybe an hour ago. I don't even know what time it is, but I'm like, look, they was gonna have to scrape his ass off the fucking wall after what I plan on doing to his ass. But I'm like, and you think I'm joking? I'm it's not even important. But anyway, there's some people you don't want to fuck with. The man was born under. Let me pause a second. I'm back. Had to pull an Eric Farts. Well, I mean Eric Swalswell. But the man is born under a solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, full moon, and then he has his ascendant conjunct a fixed star Regulus, which is in association with Saint Michael. What else? There's something else. I can't think of it right now. Oh, his Rahu's inside the 10th house mountain, that Uranus is inside the 10th house, and Uranus is aspecting his natal Jupiter, which is inside of his, which rules his second house, right? And it's also inside of his second house. And he has Chiron there too. He has lessons in regards to just fucking making fucking money. You wanna see somebody that's born under a fucking lucky star? Look at Donald Trump. Even though he has the sword of Damocles hanging over his head or whatever, he'll rise to the top. Cause that's what his chart. That's what fate says. That's what his chart says. You got bitches talking about, oh my god, I looked at his astrology. He's a fastest. He's a this. He's a that. He's a this. He's a that. And it's become pointless. Cause guess what's gonna happen? The person that you adore and love and think is the shit is gonna turn out to be the shit. Literally shit. Smelly, diarrhea. You don't want to touch it. Oh my god, what the fuck? Shit. They're the shit, literally. But wait, how you do this? Zoom. I got too much alcohol left, man. What my notes saying? Oh, damn, Mangino, hanging out with those dudes or whatever. So you trying to kidnap somebody and fucking interrogate them or whatever? If you want to kidnap me and interrogate me, I mean I don't mind telling you my story. Um, Basically, a bitch filed a false sexual harassment claim on me or whatever, and it fucked up my career, which basically made it so that I could not get. I mean, I can't get a normal job. I don't want a normal job. I went through college and all those shit, and even though that job wasn't really a college situation, and even also you got fucking AI and robots taking over the jobs that other people who went to college for. Well, you think that what was my point? Oh my god, I lost it because I'm drunk right now. You think that I was gonna do all that and fucking what? Go to McDonald's, work at McDonald's? So I looked at astrology and was like trying to figure out how do you when do you find how do you find the best time to beat the fucking lottery? And so tried that, did that, and found out that pretty much in my chart that I was supposed to be inside of politics. That's what it shows. I'm supposed to be inside of politics, religion, something like that. And also I'm apparently very, very smart in other people's eyes or whatever, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Where's the money? Like I'm like but whatever. I gotta put my knife up. Benchmade infidel. Anyway, I gotta put this up. So pause. I didn't pause, but hope you didn't see my damn dick. But oh shit. What was I trying? What was I saying? My zipper zipped up right. So I'm like, what the fuck I just did? Um, I forgot what the fuck I just said or did or whatever. Pause. And I got to piss too. I mean, pause for a second. Shit. Okay, so I'm back. So I think what I was trying to say was that previously was that whoa. You think I was gonna fucking work at McDonald's or whatever. So try to learn astrology. Just try to find the best time to play the lottery, so I can win fucking millions. I want to win like a fuck ton of money because I think back what is it? They said that you can find love with astrology and all that stuff. I was like, look, I want money because my career's fucked. This is fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. I prayed for help and shit got worse. Um, I saw the person, my ex or whatever, they were struggling. They were struggling in regards to money. I'm like, I love you, and I really wish I had the resources to fucking help you too. And yet still, yeah, it's bad when you. I'm looking back. I'm like, man, there's going through credit card, just get a car payment, not a car payment, but to get their car fixed, whatever that broke down, and I couldn't do shit for the situation because I knew that pretty much the little money that I had or whatever I had to pay off my car because the job that I had was the dude that was my boss was trying to get me fired like within as soon as possible. And so you got your well now ex. They're trying to get their car fixed, and you're in a situation where you know that if you don't pay off your car, you'll pretty much lose it. And you're already geez. There's no telling how what's gonna come up next or whatever in regards to your financial situation and like they're going through shit too and you're like man if I had the money to take care of all of this. And it's not like we're married or even that close. We're just basically fucking. But yet still, you can imagine being with anybody else, and you didn't have enough resources to take care of the situation. And I wasn't going to take on a credit card debt or on all that shit or whatever. Especially with, well, I can't say that, but anyway. What is this? I guess I was talking about if I was being interrogated by a dentist and a Navy SEAL, or two dentists, a Navy SEAL, and a lawyer. Like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever you want to know, you can have it. I don't give a shit. Like my life is like a pretty much fucking open book. I don't really give a shit, honestly. The astrology always said that I was going to be into politics or spirituality and politics. And my ass trying to fucking win the lottery. Looking at everything, what works, what doesn't work, and what's bullshit and what's not. And the thing about it is that I'm looking at every astrologer, and nobody had like answers for me. I had to literally um, study my past life and all the bullshit that happened, and some of the few really few good things that happened to find out exactly what worked and what didn't work. So, it was a fucking bitch, honestly. But it is what it is. I mean, what really happens when you don't have a choice? It's funny that that friend that I talked about in previous videos or whatever. Excuse me. Ooh, there's a sign. Yeah, I shouldn't talk. I'll say this though. Let me pause a second. Okay, so I'm back. I don't even know if it had started before I said that. Okay, so I'm back. Um, you don't have to know astrology, and it's a waste of time, honestly. What is meant for you is meant for you, and what is not is not. There's no point of even trying to study and get all unless really it's really meant for you and you can get it. But besides that, it's like it's really not. What was I trying to say though? What I tell this friend is one thing I said. I mean, what is meant for you is meant for you, and what is not is not. But not only that, God, what did he say? What did he say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? No, it's you don't know how much you can take until you don't have a choice. You don't know how much you can take until you have a choice, and that's the lesson of Saturn. You don't know how much you can take until you don't have a choice. That's Saturn. And what's his job? What its job is to make you learn and know that situation. SHIT Sounds crazy as shit though. Until you turn 27 and everything you thought you knew starts getting going lopsided and going crazy. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is nothing working? Why is everything fucking crazy? And then you turn, I would say 36, but 36 is now 37 maybe. That's when shit finally fucking settles down and maybe you can fucking like go back to normal. But I'm, well, how old am I now? Like what year is it? 2026. Maybe when I'm 27, I'm like I'll probably be rich and like I can probably like you know what? Yeah, I've been through some shit that you're probably going through right now. Anybody that's younger than 37 years old. Again, August 9th, 2026 or whatever. Bill Clinton. His progression was going to aspect both his natal Uranus and his progression Uranus. And it's going to be very shocking. What it is, I don't know. I've said that Bill Clinton's going through the same astrology as his impeachment and trial or whatever, but though none of those progressions were malefics. They were just a pattern. And that's just that. A malefic is a malefic. I've shown you what a malefic will do. Now, if you didn't get it, I'll do it again. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. So November 4th, 2025. Understand that Donald Trump, his progressed moon made an aspect to his Uranus. I think it's progressed Uranus on November the 5th, 2025. So UPS plane fiery crash or whatever. You gonna start? Oh, we not doing that? Okay. How you doing? November 4th, 2025. A day later, Zoran Mandami won the New York governor election, and not only that, let's see, where's the video of this man?
From Lily, and then Mike.
33 seconds, right?
High value jobs. But today we. Oh, are you okay? Gordon, you okay? Yeah. Well, thank you very much. One of the representatives.
This is on, hey, November 6th, 2025. You can search it up right now if you want to. On the Hill. That's when your progressed moon makes aspect to Uranus. But this is dealing with the a very very high profile figure, Donald Trump, and so Bill Clinton is another very very high profile figure. So we'll see how this plays out. August the 9th, 2026. This happened on around November the 5th, 2025. So anyway, I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna talk until like what 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours. Hopefully I don't look too crazy. Hopefully I'm not. Yeah. Um. Um. My objective was just to point out the astrology because nobody else is gonna really do it. Before the shit happens, they're gonna wait until it's all said and done. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, this happened on this day, and this happened, and this happened." I'm predicting shit before it happens, just to make my mark, make my mark in regards to the community or whatever. Who knows? Maybe this might embarrass the shit out of Peter Nine or Astro Seek, or maybe I might blow up and become like hugely famous. Ooh. I did predict Charlie Kirk's death. I did predict the other stuff that happened in regards to Donald Trump, like November the 5th, and all those other stuff that happened around that date, where Zoran Mandami, who's a current problem now, won the election, and a man passing out inside the Oval Office, um, who was representing Trump RX. Just saying. What beer am I drinking? The cheapest shit that you can find, and a very, very high alcohol percentage because I'm fucking cheap, broke, and yeah. It is what it is. I have one objective, and that's just to make my mark. since my career is fucked, this is basically that's all that's left, honestly. And yet, August the 9th, 2026, this is unavoidable. Whether the FBI, CIA, the devil himself, the devil incarnate, Jesus, God, whatever, wants to avoid it. Around this date, something shocking happens. And that's just that. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be evaded. It cannot be avoided. So do with that what you will. I didn't check my notes to see if there's anything else. I think I was talking about what Dan Bongino hanging out with a Navy SEAL, 2 dentists, and a lawyer. I can say so much, but there's no point. Just like it was given to me. Everything's not always about you. Said the bitch who fucked up my career. Everything's not always about you. While all this fucking crazy shit was going on. Oh, I didn't want to go over my resume, which I don't have on this fucking phone. Damn. Maybe I do have it on this phone. I gotta find it though. Pause for a second. Okay, so I think I'm back. You know, I think I was going over my resume or whatever. My point was that pretty much in regards to that, because I cannot think straight anymore. Every boss that I've had, ever since I was at my first job, they tried to fire me under crazy, fucked up circumstances. In the end, they end up getting fucked over themselves. But I'll leave it at that. Like, I've said this before, but my first boss at a truck stop tried to did fire me, or was a part of the process of firing me. And in the end, he ended up the people who I warned him about. I warned. I said, hey, this manager and her daughter who's trying to take my job, they're doing this, and that. Instead of working, they're flirting with their boyfriend, or they're doing this. They're and that boss didn't listen. And I'm like, okay, well, that management fired me, and in the end, it came out that manager was stealing money, reportedly, via the preacher who gave me this ring. But he's dead now, so you want to try to anyway. The preacher who gave me this ring said that I was like a son to him. Anyway, Pisces, born February 25th. Forgot the year. He trusted me so much that he even offered to let me take a picture of his birth certificate. But I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that because he looked like he was concerned. But I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I did. The only reason why I didn't take a picture of his birth certificate was to make him feel comfortable. Because at one point he thought that I pawned this ring. I told him that I would never pawn this ring. I almost did at one point. Life got so fucking bad. I said I would never pawn this ring. What else? This was my first job, right? The second job at a local store. No reason why I ended up getting let go from there was because I was working two jobs and I don't know. I'm not gonna say the boss is jealous of me because there's no telling. I don't really give a shit. I like that boss. She was a Capricorn. In the end, she ended up getting fired because she had to take a test because she was going to college. Oh wait, I didn't finish my story about the last job, the truck stop or whatever. So the owner of that truck stop ended up having to sell that truck stop to some Indians because, well, I don't know why because, but in the end, instead of him owning that entire business or whatever, he owns nothing now. After I tried to warn him about that his particular management and etc. And I think I'm talking about the local store that fired me or whatever. Okay, so I'm thinking about now about the Marine man who was possibly gay. Maybe not. Maybe he just. I can see a little the coverage starting to fade away right here because I started scratching right there. Little makeup, the makeup this fading away. Even though I'm talking about a possible gay ex manager. Look at the makeup right here. Ooh, I might wash all the shut my face. I only have makeup right here. I don't have makeup right here. This is just sweat or spray oil that went to the other side of my face, whatever. But I only have makeup on the side of a triangle right here because there's this dark spot I'm trying to hide and like it just won't go in. I see it here in the mirror, in this mirror, but maybe you don't see it. It's finally exposed itself. Now, recently, I just recently bought like oh some Maybelline Super Stay powder and some Maybelline Super Stay concealer. I haven't tried it yet. I've tried this, but I haven't really tried it honestly. They're new and like yeah, I'm just like what to me they're new to me. I'm like what I'll just wait. I just got this today, so there's no way I could have tried this, but I got this like 2 or 3 days ago. I'm like, it is what it is. I'm like yeah, I honestly like the colors. It's kind of androgynous or whatever, in my opinion, but it's not like pink and like purple and ooh, with bows and roses and etc. It's white and the product. White, silver in the product. So, so I was talking about my third job, right? Well, no, that was my third job. My third job was online cell phone sales. You know what? I'm not gonna go on this list or whatever. Every boss that tried to fire me or whatever, or every boss that tried to fuck me over, they end up getting fucked over even worse. To the point where it's like it was kind of comical, but to me, but to them they're like, "What the fuck is going on here? Like, what is this bitch on? Is this bitch using voodoo or whatever?" I don't use voodoo. I don't. I just try to live my life and I just try to do the best I can. Who knows? Maybe the friends that I know, the friends that I have, they probably put something, a protection situation on me. And they're like, you fuck with him, you gonna suffer. You gonna get fucked up. Cause I'm like, holy shit, like what the fuck? I like, who knows? Don't know. Don't care. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Be a good person. Stop killing each other. Stop trying to take each other's land. And find a way to be genuinely happy and satisfied with what you have. Temperance, balance. Maybe I just drink. Maybe I just drink and pass out like on camera. How much time's passed? 2 hours. I got so much alcohol left. I'm like damn. Kind of terrified of like what the fuck is gonna how this video is actually looking. It would imagine and I'm what so the reason why I made a video on I believe June 27th maybe. June 20 whatever tarot card the major arcana tarot card video that I made. I think it was June 27th. I made a video because oh shit I forgot what I just said. Okay, I know. Pause for a second. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. I guess the video is called Major Arcana Terror Suit Break Now. This is it. So apparently on that day, somebody's had a red, maybe Toyota vehicle or Honda vehicle, but it was red. They popped up on a fucking mailbox. It sounds crazy. Anyway, I there was somebody in my fucking mailbox that was parked there, and apparently you know what? It sounds crazy. You know what? Maybe it didn't happen. All I'm saying is this: like, cashy cash, cashy cash. If you got some FBI goons like watching me, can you please like pop up at 12 o'clock side of the fucking evening, not midnight or 2 o'clock side of the morning or 4 o'clock side of the fucking morning? Can you like pop up at like fucking 12 inside of the evening and like hey, um, we're fucking investigating you. It's not like FBI like, but I'm like, you know what? Things would go a lot smoother that way. I'm a fucking open book. I'm really an open fucking book. I really am. much alcohol is I seriously have too much fucking alcohol right now. I'm like, just so that there aren't any, so I can live through this situation, you know. If you want to pop up with like a fucking entire squad, like 10 police cars with their fucking um alarms blaring or whatever, and with who knows some random guy screaming out like Ice Boosters 3 or my real name. Come out here. You're under arrest for being fucking crazy as shit. Like crazy as fucking balls. Seriously. I'm like I wouldn't mind that. I'm like, do not pop in my house at fucking 2 o'clock that fucking morning in a fucking van. Cause I'm like Danny Williams Clinton and the Clintons and etc. Like, I mean, it should be kind of fucking obvious why somebody might be defensive in their home around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock a.m. Just saying. If you want to have a conversation, I mean, I don't fucking mind. Like, or if you want to fucking lock my ass up for being fucking crazy as shit, I don't fucking mind. But not at 2 o'clock a.m. Not at 3 o'clock a.m. Not at 4 o'clock a.m. I don't mind walking out of the fucking house butt ass fucking naked for you, Cashy Cash. For you, Cashy Cash. For you, Cashy Cash. Oh shit! I can't even do the for you, Cashy Cash. Don't mind at all. But not at 2 o'clock a.m. That's when the psychopaths come out, right? Well, that's what the perceived psychopaths come out. I'm fucking drunk as shit right now. Drinking too much. Maybe I'm just crazy as shit. But who the fuck comes to somebody's house? Who the fuck comes to somebody's house at fucking 2 o'clock a.m., 4 o'clock a.m., 8 o'clock a.m.? I'm not a job site. Maybe 1 o'clock p.m. Just saying. Oh shit, we are fucked. Oh, how much time has passed? I am 2 hours and 13 minutes into this situation. Okay, pause for 1 second. I get this little beer organized, and I gotta fucking take a bathroom break. So I sound crazy as shit right now. I don't really give a shit right now. I'm giving the astrology, and if it works, well, not that works. It's gonna work. If some shit happens, it happens, and if not, then I'll be shocked. You can't stop a malefic, even if you wanted to, and if you try to, God bless your fucking heart. Damn Bungino. If you try to stops an aspect to a malefic, God bless your fucking heart. Pause. Okay, so I'm back. I quite literally have like one more beer left, and like I'm like, I forget what the fuck that I was just saying like previously, but it is what it is. Let's keep on going. I probably have enough storage on my phone to get this last beer over with. So, Mr. Joshua, because I forgot about that guy. Do I believe that his prophecy failed? Maybe it did, or maybe it didn't. Maybe the people that were left here that he's with are about to go through a judgment situation. Maybe he never realized that he was probably also a sinner. For all, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, right? But God, I can only beg for you to have mercy on everyone's soul who does not know your rules. Me included. Pause. 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 Okay, so I'm back. God, I wish for peace. And not through strain or war. I wish for peace. From everybody that's in control of a power. KKK, I want their leader to want peace. The Catholic Church, I want their leader to want peace. Muslims, the most devout and the most crazy, if they are crazy, I want them to want no killing and peace. The Jews, I want them to want peace. No fighting, no killing, no nothing. Not no taking massive land, especially if you own, if you have a place to call home. Why do you want to destroy somebody else's home? Iran. I want peace. Women to enjoy their beauty. But not only that, for there to be a structure for them to be enjoyed by the one that they choose. to love the woman chooses to love. Tom. I'm too drunk right now. I think the makeup was showing. You know, I should just fucking pause and like wash the shit off my face. I need to wash it off anyway because I'm too drunk to even wash my fucking face after the situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face now, so you can see all the flaws and shit. So I'm gonna do that shit now. After I fucking, cause I don't want to fucking wake up to a breakout. Oh, I'm not gonna say what this looks like, but dog damn. Oh shit, no. On pause. Oh shit, this is bad. I can't even fucking. I need to wash. I'm gonna wash your face off to get the shit on my face. Cause I know that I can see the dark spot right here. This is not full coverage makeup or whatever, but you can probably see it. Maybe you can't, but I want to get it off and I want. Yeah, move on. Pause. Okay, so I'm back after washing my face. So yeah, dark spots right here, etc. etc. I probably need to get some moisturizing spray or whatever. But that doesn't work on this shit. Let me pause a second. Sorry, I'm too drunk and I'm too fucked. Pause. So I'm back. Maybe I created my own like little spray or whatever. I am fucked right now. Literally fucked right now. And I got a lot more alcohol to fucking to contend with. So this is bad. So this is me without any makeup on or whatever, except for like some spray that I made to some setting spray maybe. I don't know. I created my own little setting spray situation. Anyway, I have no idea what the fuck's going on right now. Cash, if you want to rate me right now, like never will be a good time, but maybe tomorrow morning at like fucking 11 a.m. Like maybe. With police car like fucking. Oh shit! I fucked up my fucking chapstick. So yeah, okay, we're trying to be crazy and shit. Like yeah, I fucked up my damn shit. Like yeah, okay. But cash, if you want to fucking have a situation anytime before like fucking 2 o'clock a.m. or 4 o'clock. Pause, so I can get this situation straightened out. I don't know what the fuck just happened. So Nivea, like I feel like I've been played by your uh long situation. It wasn't so it fell off. It fell off. It's yeah. It's a done deal. Like holy shit. Like no, no. I thought it was meant to be forever. I thought Viagra would work, but it didn't. It did not work. Viagra did not work on this situation. It just broke all the way the fuck off. Let me stop. Okay. I have so many fucked up, degenerative, fucked up jokes I can make, but I didn't smoke a joint, but I feel compelled to say that I have to be an adult now for these situations in regards to these situations. Holy fuck. Okay. It is I am 2 hours in. I am fucked as shit. Oh, I don't have any makeup on. How bad to man, how fucked with this spot look? It's actually healed up a good amount. And with the additional coverage that I made for whatever. I should just try this Super Stay Maybelline situation out just for fun, just to try it out. But I'm not, because I know that these would probably be very very good for this situation. But I'll probably do it like in the future. But Maybelline, if I ever become famous, do not raise your prices. Don't. Like the only reason why I chose Maybelline is because one is cheap. It's not cheap. It's really not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. But one, they have a system where I can just compare it to other situations. But not only that, it doesn't look um it's not pink. It's white and gray, which is ambiguous. Pause for a second. I'm back. So yeah. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I pray to God that this turns out better than I think it does, because I have no fucking clue. My objective was to fucking talk about um Bill Clinton's astrology, and yeah, it has been 2 hours and 27 minutes. Holy shit! Oh, so Pete Hegseth, apparently is gonna have what testosterone tests done on the army or whatever. Okay, whatever. Um, I was gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about that. Testosterone and like yeah, men, whatever. Like this weight that I'm at right now is not it's not normal. It only happened because I started using a vape, a marijuana vape, which was outlawed inside of 1970. Let me pause a second to get the exact date. Pause. So on October 27th, 1970, Richard Nixon established the Federal Drug Classification System when he signed the Controlled Substances Act into law. And that's when the weight gain problems began. Um, Pete Hegseth, right? Yeah. I was gonna call him Pete Patel. Pete Patel, but there's no one Patel, and that's Cash Patel. Cashy Cash. Cashy Cashy. Cashy Cashy. Cashy Cashy. Cashy Cashy. Okay, what are we doing? It should be enough for my notes. Like I'm trying to figure out my point. My objective. My point was that weight gain began after Richard Nixon established the when he signed the Controlled Substances Act on October 27, 1970. And that's when people began to get fat. So this weight right here, where I'm at right here, where yeah, is because of the vape that was apparently legal until bitch McConnell lobbied for hemp companies to basically be fucked. And the 2018 Farm Bill loophole was closed. But it is what it is. And if you don't believe me, look at Wiz Khalifa, who is not fat. Snoop Dogg, who is not fat. Erykah Badu, who is not fat. What may be in common with those people? They're not fat. What do they use to stay skinny? Ooh, is the is the is it really that hard to fucking comprehend, like understand or whatever? Oh, I say this too. Sean Ryan. I think he was in Colombia, right? The dude's very attractive physically, but Colombia, they produce a lot of cocaine, right? My point is that, well, no, that's not the point. So one point in my life, this is kind of personal. I got really, really sick, and I went to several doctors, and yeah, they couldn't figure out. Well, they could figure out what it was, but it took me having to research using the official medical website. I was able to diagnose myself and ask for the very specific medications that I needed to get rid of the situation. And when I told the doctor exactly what I wanted, they asked me. They said, "How do you know?" I said, "I want this," because they had already prescribed me and gave me other shit that was ineffective. The problem is not. The problem is not. Um. Anyway, there are some doctors that just treat you as like a what's the word? You're nothing more than a the word's not the situation's not in its own means. You are a gear inside of a system. They're not trying to cure you. They're trying to whatever, man. Why would a doctor want to cure you? Why would Bill Gates want to cure you? Why would Bill Clinton's or the Clinton Foundation want to cure you when it's far more Clinton Foundation Clinton Foundation allegedly, my opinion, allegedly, why would they want to cure you if you make them more money when you're sick? Fraud, 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 fraud. But why is there no cure for AIDS yet? Why is there no cure for cancer yet? But it is what it is. It is what it is. But this is still like somewhat working. Even though the dog penis broke off. Like, are you shy now, or are you gonna just fucking fall off? Oh, it's falling off. It's falling off. Oh God, don't fall off. No, no. Oh God, it fell off. Yeah. Oh no, no. It doesn't taste like dog penis. It tastes like. I was saying this earlier today. It does not taste like peach. I'm not gonna get any further comments like dog penis. Like holy shit. Like no comment. No comment. I don't know what dog penis tastes like, so I can't make any comments in regards to does it taste like dog penis or not. Um in my imagination maybe it does. Like holy shit. Why does it not taste like peach? Like it tastes like Bowser's penis. I can't it tastes like that was a joke. That was a Bowser's penis. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna upload this. I can't. Holy shit, this is bad. I'm gonna start with 3 hours. I'm just fucking around here. Okay. I'm just saying that you don't go up against Donald Trump. You don't. I've not tried this. This is still sealed. I don't even know what this looks like, honestly. Where's the okay? I'm gonna try it out real quick. This should do something. That's different. Hopefully, I don't fucking. Oh, That's very light. That's very a different complexion than black. But we'll see how it turns out. This is not the color that I wanted to fucking see on me. See on me. However, I tried a completely way different shade than I was using on my nose, and it turned out to be fucking okay. So I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time. Joking around. This is a waste of time. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I just came to stop and just make a post, YouTube post or whatever. I love everybody. Um, even the Clintons. I love everybody. Um, treat people better. And fucking don't go up against Donald Trump. Little fucking little rubber duckies right here. The Batman, well, the rubber Batman. Don't go up against Donald Trump. You'll regret it. In the what is it? Was it Naruto in Nine Tails voice? You'll regret it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Is that a Joker voice? Bitch. Why am I necessary? I am not necessary. Zero. I'm not necessary at all. Next. Potato salad. I feel like eating some cream potato salad. Okay, I gotta call it a night. I am fucked right now, but I'm not gonna probably stop until like 3 hours. So don't know what the fuck I want to talk about though. It's 11:22. Well, actually, I should be stopping right now. Looking at the astrology, but I want to pause for a second. Pause. Okay, I need to call it a night. I'm way too fucking drunk. I want this like this. I was just looking at the YouTube options I could watch, whatever. You don't want to go up against Donald Trump, okay? You don't. You pause a second. I need to get like a little spray or whatever. Okay. You don't want to go up against Donald Trump, okay? The motherfucker is like a karmic fucking lesson in itself. You ever run up against like somebody where you're like, what the fuck? How is this bitch this lucky or whatever? Fate. Don't fuck with that person. Anyway. Oh shit, I got a lot more alcohol left. Holy shit. What time? How much time is it? Oh shit. I got it. Okay. Pause. Pause. I have no idea why I stopped at. Cashy Cash? Cashy Cash. I love you. I hate you. Oh shit. Okay. I am fucked right now. Apparently, Donald Trump held a speech tonight. I don't even know what the fuck, where the fuck to start or etc. I'm fucked right now, of course. Yeah, um, the dog dick, whatever situation. You know what? Just switch over permanently to. I got other chapsticks, but they broke my. It would. I got other lip situations going on over there, but they were Dollar Tree situations, and like I tried them one time, my lips fucking broke out, and like a situation. So she sued until I find a better solution. I think I was saying I was blatantly in love with Cash Patel, which I'm really not. I'm like I'm not even trying. I'm not even gonna try to sip it and like just try to build up on that because I can't right. I don't have the mental um agility to try to fucking build on that. I am fucked right now. What time is it? I mean, what time is it? How much time has passed? 2 hours and 47 seconds. I definitely need a new memory card. Holy shit! I think I'm done, man. You call it a night. August the 9th, 2026 should be a show. For some reason, something's showing us my chart that August 7th, 2026 should be interesting for me, but I don't like interesting. I want milk toast. On Peter Nine, inside of his chart, it shows that Peter Nine is the founder of Astro Seek. If you don't know, Astroseek's like the best astrology website inside of the fucking world, in my opinion. But maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm crazy. But Peter Nine repping you, um, not repping you, but because I don't represent you, but I pray that you get all the recognition that you deserve. I had to add that offline, I use the offline software Astro Gold because my life fucking sucks. But P9's website or Astro is the best astrological website that I've ever used, and that is my home in regards to astrology. That's just that. So hopefully I look better. I think I look some. I'm fucking fucked right now. Fucked right now. Like I said, I try this makeup. I had to get off my face in a way because like I am too drunk to wash my fucking face right now before I go to sleep. How much um oh we're running out of data. I said oh shit. Can't talk right. We're running out of battery life. There we go. So I'm done. I don't know what the fuck I need to even express anymore. But again, I don't agree with war with any nation or any nation going to war with anybody else. I don't. Okay. Earlier I was talking about testosterone and Pete Hegseth and them trying to focus on that, but Richard Nixon, I'm calling tonight. Um, bye. Is there like another holiday that I need to fucking people tell people to be hopeful for? Anyway, be hopeful for Christmas. You know it's July. God bless. Universe bless. If that's not enough, then I pray that you somehow gain some kind of happiness from any situation. Happiness and bliss. Bye. August 9th, 2006. Shock. It cannot be avoided. Whether anybody wants it to be or not. That's just that. Bye. If you don't think that's the case, then look at November 5th, 2025. Donald Trump. Donald Trump's progression to Uranus. However, this time it'll be August 9th, 2026. Bill Clinton. I told you so. Game over. Oh wait, I'm not done yet. Not done yet. I gotta explain the post I made in regards to this girl. Pause. I'm fucked right now. Okay, so I'm too drunk to even fucking comprehend like anything, but like I made a post on Twitter earlier today, I think. It's referencing this lady freaks out on plane. He's not real. They posted on July 16th, 2023. Right. The YouTube channel's name is oh shit. Yo, bitch, like damn. The YouTube name is holy shit. Okay. Kill assist? Like I can't right now. I am fucked. Um done. I am done, man. I can't. I'm way too drunk. I'm like, look the video up, and like the girl, she's like going crazy on this airplane, and yet Scooby Doo shows up. He's like, hey, I, right now, have a good night. It is 22 hours and 55 minutes and 03 seconds, and I'm done, man. I can't anymore. I try to go as far as I can go. I'm fucked, man. How much more alcohol? I got a half a can and like a half a cup. I'll try it. I'll try to keep up on it. What am I missing right now? Pause. Pause. Okay. I have no idea where I stopped at. I am drunk as shit right now. So, I guess I'm gonna try to see look at my notes real quick to see if there's anything I missed in regards to my overall objective. Like, because this time I didn't have that much on my itinerary, but I just wanted to focus on Bill Clinton and the astrology one inside of his chart in regards to August 9th, 2020. Um, 6. So, oh, just correct it. What the word's going on? Okay. That's it for me. I can't think straight now. I was looking at Leon Black and them subpoenaing them. Oh God, Leon Black non-disclosure agreements, and possibly Bill Clinton be in opinion. Holy fuck! Something weird happens around August 9th, 2026. That's just that shocking, weird happens around August 9th, 2026. I can't. How much? Um, 58. Pause. I want to stop at 3 hours. Pause. Recording. Okay, so this is me without makeup. So there should be a dark spot somewhere in this triangle area right here. Ooh, yeah. And there should be like a whatever. I don't give a shit right now. I am fucked right now. I just need more alcohol right now. More alcohol. I've said so much degenerative, fucked up shit to people on Actual Seek that I actually apologize. I really do. Hurt people really do hurt people. I also fucking walk in tornado. And I do apologize for that. The fuck? Pause. Is the FBI in front of my fucking door now? Like I've had people pop in my yard. Pause. I can't think straight and talk right. So I was wrong. Apparently it was a relative, but me is very prepared. So yeah, my eyes jumping. 3 hours. So we're in it to end it. So I think it's time to call for me to call it a night. It's probably the longest video I ever recorded so far. So yeah. So adios, amigos. Maybe I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what the fuck I just said. So bye, bye. Peace, happiness, love for all, including for the Islamic people, the Israeli people, Russian people. I'm so sorry. Ukrainian people. I'm even more sorry. And anybody else. Syria. I don't want anybody to suffer the casualties of war. I don't. I stand behind Donald Trump on a few things, but not war. Someone telling me to kiss my hand and blow it, so. I love everybody. I hate war. I hate war. There are better ways of selling things, and it's like, yeah. You don't go up against Trump, but you have to stand your ground on what you think is right. And war, religious wars, without realizing the losses of what you're going to war with people. You're not having the empathy to figure out what the people who you're going to war with will lose. You want to take that home? They've lived in their entire lives. You try to do shit here in the United States, and we've had men with very heavy artillery machines destroy this time we're talking about. People want a sense of home, and when it's threatened, what the fucking is gonna happen? Israel. I'm done. Stop. Empathy. I'm gone. You ever It's funny. This is the most powerful message you can say. Most powerful message you can give in regards to Israel. Stop. I can say a lot of fucked up shit. I mean, evil if I wanted to. Even though there's always a bigger fish. There's always somebody that's far more uncomfortable than you are. And uncomfortable people can do a lot of fucked up and messed up shit. I want peace before it's too late. Can you make that happen? Can you? I'm gone. 33. Bye.